Well, the transfer window's closed and the season's about to get underway. Time to go and start our journey. Hi there folks, I'm Nick from SonickFM and welcome to Sons of the Rock. And today we're going to have two games coming up. So we're going to have our opening Betfred Cup game, which is at home to Stenhousemuir. Then we're going to skip ahead a couple of games and move to our opening league game of the season, which is away against Forfar Athletic. Let's take a look at the League Cup then, the Betfred Cup. For those of you who are unfamiliar with it, if you maybe don't follow Scottish football, the opening phase is split into groups. If we go and we look, split into groups, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8 groups. Mainly teams from the lower leagues, as well as a few teams from the Scottish Premiership as well. And the the winner of each group qualifies for the next stage, as well as I think it's the four best placed second teams. I'm not explaining it very well. Basically, you win your group, you're through. If you're one of the 4 teams out of 8 who finish second, try that again. If you're one of the teams that finish second, the 4 with the best record also qualify for the next phase. I made that a lot harder than it had to be. Once you get through the group stage, it then goes to your traditional knockout second round, which is where the rest of the teams from the Premier League, the Scottish Premiership, come into it. Your quarter-final, semi-final and final. That's simple. I say simple, it's not that simple, but it is that simple. In terms of new faces coming in, I said in the earlier video that we were going to need to look to bring in some new faces to pad out the squad. And here we are. Not all of these are my signings. So up from Chris Smith up to Adam Frizzell all came in before I joined the club. So they were signings that were made earlier in the transfer window. Probably pre-agreed last season. The same with all these players that have left. None of the players that are on the team have left since I've taken over. Actually, that's a lie. Matthew Riley has gone out on loan to civil service. That's the only one. In terms of players we brought in, we have brought in 6 new players. So first up, we have Kane, Richie, Hosler. He's coming on loan from Rangers. An 18-year-old winger. Well, he can play pretty much anywhere across the front 4. He's going to be primarily used as a right attacking midfielder for us. He's got 3.5-star ability at the moment. He's just a good player. He's better than anybody else we had. We've also brought in Kevin Hanratty from Aberdeen. He was initially brought in as a central attacking midfielder, but turns out he's the best striker at the club. So he's going to be playing striker for us. A 17-year-old Scottish player, no youth caps or anything yet, but he's again 3.5-star current ability. Again, just a good player. We've also brought in Gregor Zabrit. Zabrit. He's Slovenian, so I'm going to go with the Zabrit. He is a 25-year-old Slovenian goalkeeper. I signed him on a free. Good goalkeeper, better than I in the goalkeepers we had before. He was previously at Swansea. He's come in, he's going to be our first choice goalkeeper. I've also brought in Adam Devine on loan from Rangers. A 17-year-old centre-back, can play anywhere across the back 4, which is pretty much why we brought him in. Gives us an extra option and cover all across the back 4, and he's a decent player for only 17 as well. Next up, we have Mehdi Elito, a 30-year-old English wide player. He can play anywhere in the midfield effectively, but he's going to be primarily used for us on the left-hand side. Again, 3.5-star ability. Good all-round play, good acceleration and pace. Working on his crossing. But his first touch and dribbling are quite good as well, good technique. He's previously of quite a lot of clubs. He was with Barnet previously, Cambridge before that, Newport. He's been about a bit. But he brings some experience into the squad as well. And then finally, got Mark Gallagher on loan, also from Aberdeen, in the central midfield. 19-year-old Scottish midfielder, 3-star ability. Again, gives that extra bit of cover in there. He's actually not too bad either. Good passing, good pace and acceleration, stamina, work rate, vision. He's good. He's good. He's not world changing, life changing, but he's good. The reason that we've brought in those couple of players from Aberdeen is because Aberdeen are our affiliate, paying £36,500 a year to us, and we can bring players in on loan and stuff. When I asked the board to find us an affiliate, they returned with Aberdeen and Rangers and Celtic, which is who I thought it was going to be. But surprisingly, Aberdeen were offering them more money, offering them most money. Use your words, Nick. Use your words. Speak. They were offering the most money. So we went with them. That is it in terms of transfers and kind of club changes. Financially, we're just within the wage budget. We've got maybe about, what's that, £130 per week we could still be spending, but as I said, transfer window's now closed, so I'm not going to be looking to bring anybody else in. Not too worried about this financial picture because the season's not yet kicked off, so I've not really been getting any gate receipts or anything other than from friendlies, which went quite well. Pre-season went not too badly. Ignore the Dumbarton second 11 one because I don't know that we have a second 11. Get a friendly with Aberdeen as part of our affiliate agreement. We beat them 1-0. I don't expect they had a full strength team out, but we won. We then beat Queen of the South 4-2, South Shields 3-1, Cali Braves 2-0, Brecon City 1-0, all in friendlies, and then lost 1-0 to Wraith Rovers in a friendly. It's not ideal because it's the last friendly just before we play our first game. So, morale and momentum and all that, but it was only friendly, so I'm not too worried about it. Which brings us into our first game against Stenhousemuir. Just before we get into that though, I want to take a quick look at the season preview. Now, if you remember in the video earlier today, the media were predicting us to finish 7th. We've moved up to 4th. Still don't have anybody in the Dream 11, but we're now predicted to finish 4th. So it shows that our signings have been good signings. Not quite good enough to move us up to 1st, but moved us up from 7th to 4th, so can't grumble too much. Right, let's get into the first game then against Stenhousemuir and meet the team for that game. So we are going with a 4-2-3-1. In goals we have Zabrit, we have Katongo, McGeever, Devine and Wardrope at the back, Carswell and Gallagher in midfield, Elito and Richie Hosler as our wide players, with Frizzell in the middle behind Hanratty up front. Now, Stenhousemuir are in the league below us, so it's a game we should really be winning comfortably. But it's also the first competitive game of the season. So, fitness levels and things are going to play a big part here. In terms of team dynamics, I think the team cohesion's still a bit off. Dressing room atmosphere's good. Let me just change this because it's slightly off. Dressing room atmosphere's good. Managerial support's okay. Everybody's still getting to know me. Team cohesion could still use some work. Part of the issue is, because we're a semi-professional team, our training isn't full-time, obviously. We can only train a couple of times a week, so we've not really got the scope to put in any team bonding or anything like that. Because to do that, we then sacrifice one of our training evenings, and we don't have a lot of them as it is. We've got a corner here coming in from Frizzell. Gallagher, I think that was up there. McGeever even. We couldn't get ahead on it. And in the opening minutes of the game, we're looking reasonably dangerous. One of the things I like about the League Cup starting before the actual league season is it lets you get a couple of competitive games under your belt before the league starts, so you're up and running when the league starts. It allows you to kind of work out who your best 11 is going to be. And alright, you've got friendlies for that, but friendlies, again, not competitive games, whereas these ones are. As Stenhousemuir take the corner, Blair has it on the right hand side for them. He gets the ball into the box and Hopkirk's there with the header, but it's just wide of the post for Stenhousemuir. That was a bit too close for comfort. And now the way the games in the Betfred Cup work, again, just for those who are unfamiliar with it, is Hanratty's through here and Kevin Hanratty gets his first goal of the season, our first goal of the season as well. Make it 1-0. I'll come back to what I was saying in just a second after we see the highlight. Goal kick from Stenhousemuir. Wardrobe does well to win it in midfield, gives it to Kane, Richie, Hosler, who just chips it over the top and Hanratty gets onto it. Slide it past the goalkeeper. Excellent start. Just before half time as well. Good time to score. He's well inside. Yeah, as I was saying, if you're unfamiliar with the Betfred Cup, the way the games work is after 90 minutes, if the scores are tied, it goes to a penalty shootout. If you win the penalty shootout, you get a bonus point, so you get 2 points for winning the penalty shootout, and 1 point if you lose it. And then it's 3 points if you just win in regular time. Things are going well. I don't feel the need to make any substitutions just yet. Nobody's playing too badly. Nobody's fitness levels are too bad, although Devine's just went down. So I think we'll make that change and bring Wedderburn on for him. There's not an awful lot is happening in this second half. Right. 20 minutes to go. Let's see what we can do. Wardrobe's picked up a knock. And that's not ideal. Not even a little bit, because I don't have a right back on the bench that I can swap from. What I can do though is move Wedderburn out there and bring Morgan Neal on there. And then further ahead, I think we're going to put Stefan McCluskey on for Elito. I think I can make some more changes. I don't really feel the need to at the moment. As McCluskey's get through here, and the goalkeeper makes a good save. Maybe I've done a bit better there, McCluskey. Right. 10 minutes left. Gallagher's tired. Let's see if we can make another change. We can. Bring Crossan on there and move him forward and bring Frizzell back. I'll throw in now. McGeever thrown in looking for anybody in black and yellow, but Stenhousemuir cut it out. Katongo does well to get back and win it. Considering he's on a yellow card, that was a good tackle. He gets the ball from the kick out, sprays it out wide to McCluskey. McCluskey trying to feed the ball forward to Richie Hosler on the right, but not enough on the pass. As Frizzell has it now, he feeds McCluskey in. Can he score this time? Yes, he can. Stephen McCluskey grabs his first of the season, the second of the game for us. Make it 2-0. It's a good start to the season. I like the fact that we have... Why are you telling me to take Gallagher off? I've already taken him off. And that's the change I made. What? I don't know. A good start. Oh, the substitution had been through. Yeah, that was what it was. So yeah, good start to our campaign. A good win. Although, as I said, Stenhousemuir are the league below us, so we should be expecting to beat them. But still, good performance as well as the victory. So I'm quite pleased with that. And quietly confident for the start of the league season. And back now with the team for the game against Forfar Athletic. We are going with Zabrit in goals, Wedderburn, McGeever, Neal and Devine at the back. Carswell and Gallagher in midfield, Elito, Frizzell and Richie Hosler in the attacking midfield, and Hanratty up front. Since the earlier game, the other games in the Betfred Cup, this is how they went. As we saw, we beat Stenhousemuir 2-0. We then went and beat Stranraer 2-0, exact same goal scorers, and then lost 2-1 to Greenock Morton. But we're not going to worry too much about that for now, because we've got the league to get underway. Now, Forfar are tipped to finish bottom of the league, so I would expect us to get a good result here to get our league campaign off to a good start. These are the kind of games that we're going to need to be winning if we want to have that mid-table finish and not be down at the bottom come the end of the season. And in the opening 15 minutes, nothing is happening. Here we go. So we have the highlight. Zabrit gives it out to Neil. Neil playing a long ball forward looking for Hanratty, but can't find them. It's cut out by the defence, although Richie Hosler has it now on the right hand side. Gives it inside to Carswell. Carswell finds Elito ahead of him. Elito cuts inside. Plays it to Frizzell ahead, but his pass is cut out again. Back with Carswell. Carswell trying to find Hanratty over the top. There's too much on it, and it goes all the way through to the Forfar goalkeeper, who's taking his time with it. And it is Forfar on the breakthrough. That was a cheeky little chip. Zabrit done well to get a hand to it and tip it over. And it's a corner now for Forfar. Ball comes in, but Neil is there to clear it. And the rest of the attack fizzles out to not a lot. Right, 25 minutes in. We've not had a shot on, well, we've had one shot on target now. If somebody could do something, that would be lovely. Preferably somebody on our side. It's Forfar coming in. Good tackle from Carswell, but Forfar managed to keep hold of the ball, get the ball in. Doris with a header that goes over the bar. And it looks like it's going to be a bit of a poor first half, although a corner coming in from Stranraer, Forfar. And it's headed clear again by Neil. Although Forfar still have the ball. Played over from the back. And is that going on? I thought that was going to be a penalty. It was a free kick for offside. So yeah, poor first half on both sides. I'm not happy with your performance. Go out there in the second half and show me something a bit more. Preferably getting a shot on target, because we've only had the one. The free kick coming in from Fotheringham is wide of the post. Hanratty with a free kick now. What a free kick that was. What a goal that would have been. Keeper manages to save it and turn it over. We've got a corner now coming in from Frizzell. Frizzell plays it in, and McGeever was there with the header, but the goalkeeper manages to hold on to it. That's a bit better. We have another highlight. The ball comes out from the Forfar goal kick. I don't know why, but I keep thinking we're playing Stranraer. No idea why. Gallagher has it in midfield now. He's coming forward. He took far too long on the ball, and Antoniazzi was able to pick it up for Forfar, but his shot is saved by Zabrit, who turns it by for a corner. Another corner now for Fotheringham. It's in, and again it's headed clear. Frizzell picks up the loose ball, gives it forward to Hanratty. Hanratty's, that's fouled. That's surely a red card. Only a yellow. I'm going to assume it's because it was pretty much on the halfway line. Right, substitution time. Richie Hosler, you are tired, so McCluskey can come on for you. Elito, you're not playing particularly well. Do I want to take you off? I don't think I do just yet. We'll see how things are going in the next couple of minutes before we go and make some more substitutions. Now, the way the substitutions in this league work is slightly strange. Is you can make 5 substitutions, but only in 3 stoppages. So I could make another, in this stoppage, I could make another 4 substitutions if I wanted. Or I could make 2 and then make another 2 in the next one. But you can, 3 stoppages for substitutions, but 5 substitutions can come on in total. Right, Elito, you're not playing well. Crossing can come on for you. Crossing is right-footed, so you can stay as an inside forward. Hanratty, you're not playing great either, so Denny Johnson can come on for you. Denny Johnson can come on for you, thank you. And I mean, Frizzell. We'll leave that for now. We'll give it another 5-10 minutes and then maybe make some changes. And we're going to give some encouragement to the team. So, Frizzell, you can come off and Forbes can come on for you. And Weatherburn, you're tired and you're not playing well, you can come off. Kitongo can come on for you. And we're going to switch to very attacking for the last few minutes and see if we can't nick a late goal. Free kick now. Forbes plays it in. Headed clear by Fotheringham, but only as far back as Forbes. Forbes with the shot from outside the box, and he's just clipped it outside of the post, although I think there was an offside there. So with 30 seconds left to play, Forfar will be the happier of the two teams with the draw, considering where they are predicted to finish. But I think that's how it's going to finish, unless we have a very late winner from either team. But as it stands, it doesn't really look like it. Although Devine's got it on the right hand side. He plays it inside to Crossing. Crossing driving forward. He tries to get a shot away, but it's blocked. And it's now Forfar who can break forward with it. Gives it to McIntosh on the right for Forfar. Gallagher picks up a loose ball in midfield back to Kitongo. Kitongo finds McCluskey ahead of him. But he loses out to a big crunching challenge. And then it comes to nothing. And it's a 0-0 board draw, to use the cliche. You weren't unlucky today. You just weren't very good. So how things look then at the end of the episode. As we already saw in the Betfred Cup, we're currently sitting second in the group, although Morton do have that game on hand. And in the league, we're fourth after one game with a draw. Not the best of starts to our league campaign, but hopefully it will pick up. So I'm going to go away and play through the next 3 or 4 games, probably to the St Mirren game, finish up the League Cup, and then I think we'll come back tomorrow for the Peterhead and the Falkirk games, and hopefully we'll have picked up a couple of results in the league by then as well. So yeah, we'll come back for Peterhead and Falkirk tomorrow. And that brings us to the end of the opening episode of Sons of the Rock. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, you can hit the like button down below, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell. Make sure you don't miss any videos going forward. And as always, thank you very much for watching.